Could we be witnessing the dawn of a new era for the Golden State Warriors? Rumors are swirling that a familiar face might be returning to the Bay Area, and it's a name that could reignite the fire of a championship dynasty. As the Warriors grapple with inconsistency in a 1919 season, the prospect of reuniting with a former superstar has fans buzzing. What does this mean for the future of our beloved team? Stay tuned as we dive into the details of this blockbuster trade speculation that could reshape the landscape of the NBA. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to keep up with all the latest Warriors news. The Golden State Warriors are making headlines once again, and it's not just about their on-court performance. The recent blockbuster trade that could see Kevin Durant return to the Bay Area has ignited a firestorm of excitement and debate among fans. With the Warriors currently sitting at a frustrating 1919, it's clear that the team is grappling with an identity crisis. Stephen Curry is still performing at an elite level, averaging 22.6 points and 6.1 assists, but the inconsistency of the supporting cast has raised serious questions about the future of this once dominant franchise. Now, let's talk about the implications of bringing Durant back. This isn't just a nostalgia trip, it's a strategic move that could revitalize the Warriors' championship aspirations. Durant has proven himself as a winner in Golden State's system, and at 36 years old, he's still putting up impressive numbers. 27, 2 points, 6.3 rebounds, and 4.0 assists per game. Imagine pairing him once again with Curry and Draymond Green. This trio has already achieved greatness together, and bringing Durant back could be the spark that reignites the dynasty. But what does this mean for the players potentially leaving? The proposed package for Durant includes key contributors like Andrew Wiggins, Jonathan Kuminga, and Kevin Looney. While it's painful to think about losing Wiggins, who brings elite wing defense and scoring ability, the reality is that the Warriors need to make bold moves to stay relevant in the title conversation. Kuminga, despite his tantalizing potential, has not taken the leap many expected. If this trade allows the Warriors to maximize their current window with Curry, it may just be worth it. From the Suns' perspective, trading Durant could be the first step in a much-needed roster reset. They've tried to build a super team around Devin Booker, but the combination of Durant and Bradley Beal hasn't panned out as hoped. By acquiring younger assets like Wiggins and Kuminga, Phoenix would be aligning their roster with Booker's prime years. This trade could be a win-win scenario, providing the Suns with the flexibility and assets necessary to retool for the future, while giving the Warriors one last shot at glory. Honestly, I'm torn on this decision. On one hand, the thought of Durant donning the Warriors jersey again is exhilarating. We all remember the magic he brought to the court during those finals runs. But on the other hand, giving up promising young talent and future picks feels like a gamble. Will Durant's ability to still dominate at his age outweigh the long-term implications of this trade? As a passionate fan, I want to believe this is the right path. The Warriors' championship window is closing, and with Curry aging, this might be their last opportunity to go all in. This trade represents a bold move, a chance to build a formidable lineup that could bring home another title. But I want to hear from you, the fans. What do you think? Is this the best decision for the Warriors? Are we risking too much for a shot at one more championship? Join the debate in the comments below. I genuinely want to hear your opinions and expectations for the team moving forward. Do you believe reuniting Durant with Curry and Green is the answer? Or should the Warriors be focusing on building for the future? The recent buzz around the Golden State Warriors is impossible to ignore, especially with the latest mock draft projections suggesting they might be preparing for a significant shift in their roster. Jonathan Kuminga, a player with immense potential, has been at the center of trade rumors since the day the Warriors selected him. As we look ahead to the 2025 NBA draft, it's becoming increasingly clear that the Warriors might be lining up a replacement for him. ESPN's latest mock draft has the Warriors eyeing 18-year-old wing Hugo Gonzalez from Real Madrid with the number 13 overall pick. Now let's be honest, Gonzalez is still a work in progress. He's not the finished product by any means, but he's flashed undeniable promise this season in Spain. He embodies the high-motor, two-way player mentality that thrives under Steve Kerr's system. While we shouldn't expect Gonzalez to step in and take over Kuminga's minutes right away, drafting him could pave the way for the Warriors to finally offload Kuminga in a trade. Kuminga's future with the Warriors is looking uncertain, and let's face it, The front office understands that he's about to get really expensive. He's set to hit restricted free agency before the 2025-26 season, and you can bet his representatives will be aiming high during contract negotiations. I mean, who wouldn't? But the reality is, he's not worth a max contract, and that's where the dilemma lies for Golden State. Given his inconsistent performances, it's hard to envision a scenario where the Warriors can meet his demands. His journey has been a roller coaster, and finding that elusive consistency has been a major hurdle. This brings us to the critical juncture the Warriors are facing. It's time for the Warriors to consider getting value in return for their former lottery pick. Kuminga isn't a perfect player, but he's an above-average starter on the wing, and that position is in high demand across the league. Golden State could turn what they perceive as a flawed player into a more polished asset that fits Kerr's vision. The prospect of Gonzalez stepping into the fold only adds fuel to the speculation that a trade for Kuminga might be imminent. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a part of me that wants Kuminga to succeed in Golden State. He's shown flashes of brilliance that get fans excited, but at what point do we have to face the reality that he might not be the long-term answer? I'm torn on this one. On one hand, you want to hold on to talent with potential, but on the other, you have to think about the direction this team is going. The Warriors have championship aspirations, and if Kuminga's inconsistency continues, it could hinder that pursuit. Let's not forget, though, that Gonzalez may not even end up with the Warriors. The draft is always unpredictable, and even if he does land in Golden State, it doesn't guarantee he'll replace Kuminga in the long run. However, the mere idea that the Warriors are contemplating another wing signifies that they might be ready to make a big move. This could finally be the year that they pull the trigger on a Kuminga trade, and I can't help but feel a mix of excitement and apprehension about what that could mean for the team's future. And you? What do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Do you believe the Warriors are making the right call by considering a potential Kuminga trade? Are you a fan of Gonzalez, or do you think the team should explore other options? The stakes are high, and the decisions made now could shape the franchise for years to come. Let's keep this conversation going. If you enjoyed this analysis and want to stay updated on all things Golden State Warriors, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And remember to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. The season is heating up, and I'm excited to see what the front office decides next.